Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 or Pokemon Journeys the Series episode preview discussion. This time I am talking about the previews for episodes 103 and 104, so let's get to it. In episode 103, Ash and Goh will travel to Lumiose City in the Kalos Region, which will be the site of Ash's next World Coronation Series battle, and Ash will reunite with Clemont and Bonnie who return in this episode. Clemont will help Ash and his Pokemon train for their upcoming battle, using the power of science, and Ash will use two Pokemon for this battle, Sirfetch'd and Dracovish. In episode 104, Ash will then battle his next opponent, which is Drasna from the Kalos Elite 4. Now, I already made a video on these two episodes back when they were first revealed. And I said in that video that I would only make a video on the previews of these episodes if the previews revealed enough information to warrant the making of a video. Since you are watching this video right now, you know that I did end up making a video on the previews. Now, I keep saying previews, but honestly, I thought that we would just get one preview to cover both episodes. But thankfully, we actually got two previews this time. One at the end of episode 102 and a mini special preview afterwards. It is, of course, fitting that we get two previews since we are getting these two episodes together on the same day, so one preview would not be enough to properly hype up both episodes. And because we got two previews for these two episodes, there is a fair bit of new information for me to talk about in this preview discussion, which was not the case with the last few preview discussions. Despite this, however, I will still leave a link to the previous video I made on episodes 103 and 104 in the description below and at the end of this video, so that you can go watch that video if you haven't already, since that video still has some information that this video does not. So let's get to it now, shall we? First, I want to discuss the normal preview that we got at the end of episode 102. The preview starts with a battle between an Altaria and an Excavalier in a familiar place. This Altaria belongs to Drasna, of course, who is seen commanding Altaria in this segment. The place that they are battling in is, like I said, familiar, because they are battling in the Castle of Chivalry, which appeared in episode 56. The Castle of Chivalry is the training facility that Wikstrom is in charge of, and he does have an Excavalier, so I figured that this was Wikstrom's Excavalier, meaning that Wikstrom will battle Drasna in episode 103. And, according to Bulbapedia's page for this episode, it turns out that this is the case. Since Wikstrom is part of the Kalos Elite 4, I can see why they would have him return to battle Drasna, because Drasna will be appearing for the first time in the anime. They do need to hype her up a bit. They need to show us and the other characters what she can do. However, I do wonder if she will just battle Wikstrom for fun, as a fellow Elite 4 member. Or will they perhaps have an official battle? Though in the past, Elite 4 members would only have official battles against the champion of the region in question, because they wanted to become champion themselves. I don't recall ever seeing an Elite 4 member battling another Elite 4 member. And this does make sense because they have nothing to gain other than seeing who is stronger. But now that I think about it, this might be a good enough reason to battle, since it might decide the hierarchy within the Elite 4, which would determine who battles challengers first. In some of the games, the Elite 4 have a set order in which you battle them, and each one is stronger than the previous one. Though later games would have you battle the Elite 4 in any order, and they were all equal in power. Since this was the case in Pokemon X and Y, which are the games that Drasna and Wikstrom are from, perhaps they are not having an official battle to determine the hierarchy within the Kalos Elite 4. And assuming that they are not battling for fun, then I can only think of two other reasons. One is that Drasna is training at the Castle of Chivalry, which is unlikely because why would someone as strong as her need to train in a special facility? The other reason I can think of is that perhaps they are having an official World Coronation Series battle, which would mean that Wikstrom is participating in the World Coronation Series as well. Now, I said in my video predicting who the remaining members of the Masters 8 are, that I think that Wikstrom is not in the Master class, because he is not even participating in the World Coronation Series. because he said nothing about this in episode 56, and because he is probably too busy with Elite 4 work and with managing the Castle of Chivalry. So perhaps I will be proven wrong on this front. Maybe Wikstrom is in fact participating in the World Coronation Series and he will battle Drasna in an official battle. A battle in which Wikstrom will most likely be defeated. Since again, it's Drasna's turn to shine. Now, considering Drasna's personality, which I will discuss later, I will not discard the possibility that she will battle Wikstrom just for the fun of it. But yeah, this segment is definitely very interesting, which is why I had so much to say about it. So, moving on, the preview then shows that Drasna is shown on TV, battling and being interviewed. Ash and Pikachu see this, which shocks them because Drasna is clearly very strong. Or maybe they are just shocked because Ash's next opponent is an Elite 4 member. Or both. Now on TV, Drasna is seen using her Altaria again, and she also uses a Dracovish and a Druddigon. All three of these are Pokemon that she uses in the games. Now, I love that on TV, and during the battle with Wikstrom earlier in the preview, Drasna is shown to be very elegant, graceful, happy, energetic, and carefree. She even has her hand on the side of her face when she is interviewed, which makes it seem like she is just enjoying the attention, probably while saying something like, "Oh my, I am just so happy right now." So overall, Drasna just seems like a charming character. But the summary of episode 104 did say that this is just what she appears to be like. She is in fact radical and ruthless. The other preview shows this off wonderfully since Drasna opens her eyes briefly and she looks simply evil. She looks like a yandere, meaning that she seems to be straight up sadistic. I can just tell that she will be a great character and I can't wait to see her in the anime. Also on TV, Drasna is seen battling at the Lumiose City Stadium, which is the same stadium that hosted the Kalos League or Lumiose Conference, which is the same place where she will battle Ash. This is a fitting place to have epic battles and it will be nostalgic to see Ash battle here. Also, this stadium is clearly the Windon Stadium of the Kalos region. Now the rest of the normal preview is all stuff I discussed in my previous video on these two episodes. Ash reunites with Clemont and Bonnie while Goh meets them for the first time. And Ash trains Sirfetch'd and Dracovish with Clemont's help. I do like that Dracovish bites Ash as usual, which is funny, and that Bonnie tickles Dracovish, which is adorable. This preview also shows the training that Sirfetch'd will do, which I discussed in my previous video since an image of this was leaked. So this is everything that was shown in the normal preview. Now I want to discuss the mini special preview, which begins with the scene I showed before of Drasna opening her eyes, which again is rather menacing and scary. She does say something during this part of the preview. She says the following, presumably to Ash, that blank bravery or courage is over as of today, or it ends today. The blank is a word that I unfortunately do not understand. I wish that my Japanese was better so that I could understand the whole thing. In any case, Drasna is clearly not playing around. Now this preview confirms that the leaks were right about what Pokemon Drasna will use, what the matchups will be, and what Drasna's rank is. Drasna's rank is indeed 12. And she will use Noivern and Altaria, who will face Sirfetch'd and Dracovish respectively. Like I said in my previous video, the Pokemon that Ash decides to use for this battle are not good choices, based on typing. But this is Ash we're talking about. He often disregards type matchups and he still ends up winning, so I think that he will surely find a way to still win as usual. This preview also shows an extended look at the scene where Bonnie tickles Dracovish, which again is adorable. It also shows a scene where Pikachu and Dedenne greet each other, which is also adorable. It also shows Pikachu being, I guess, hogged by Altaria, which looks very comfy. And it also shows a shot of Clemont, Bonnie, Dedenne, Dracovish, Goh, and Grookey together, which is nice. It's cute that Bonnie is mimicking what Ash and Sirfetch'd are doing during their training. Finally, the most exciting thing this preview shows is that Dracovish and Sirfetch'd will learn and use a new move. Now, in my previous video I said that Dracovish currently only has 3 moves. so it would be great if it finally gets to use a 4th move in this battle, and that I was hoping that this move would be something amazing like Dragon Rush or Outrage. Well, it turns out that Dracovish will indeed learn Dragon Rush, which is very exciting. And this is just what Dracovish needs, since it currently knows 2 Water-type moves and an Ice-type move. So it really needed a Dragon-type move, and it's getting one of the coolest ones it can learn. Also, it's interesting that someone left a comment on my last video saying that if Dracovish really battles Altaria, then it can't learn Dragon Rush or Outrage, since Drasna will Mega Evolve Altaria and Mega Altaria is part Fairy type, meaning that it is immune to Dragon type attacks, so Dracovish would not be able to use its new move. This is a very valid point, and I admit that while making that previous video, I totally forgot that Mega Altaria is Dragon type and Fairy type. But in the end, Dracovish will still learn Dragon Rush just like I wanted. I guess that Dracovish will only use the move on Altaria before Altaria Mega Evolves. Afterwards, Dracovish will only use its other 3 moves, which is disappointing since a new move should be what ultimately ends the battle. But who knows, this is Ash and the anime we are talking about. If Electivire was defeated by an electric-type move in episode 77, then who knows, Mega Altaria might just be taken down by a Dragon-type move. Though in Electivire's case, it was at least a little believable since Electivire was hit with more electricity than what it could absorb with Motor Drive. As for Sirfetch'd, well, it seems like Sirfetch'd will learn its signature move, Meteor Assault, which is very exciting as well. It's about time Sirfetch'd finally gets to use Meteor Assault. Now, several people did comment on my last video saying that this would happen, though I am not sure if this was leaked somewhere or if they were just making a prediction. In any case, it seems that they were right. And I say seem because Dragon Rush is clearly recognizable since it has been used in the anime before, including Pokemon Journeys. Meteor Assault, on the other hand, has yet to be seen in the anime, so we don't know what it will ultimately look like. But judging by the in-game animation for Meteor Assault, I think that it is safe to assume that Sirfetch'd is indeed using Meteor Assault in the preview. Now I do regret that in my previous video I did not talk about the possibility that Sirfetch'd could learn a new move, even though I did talk about this possibility with Dracovish. I regret this because it is an obvious prediction to make, because Sirfetch'd will receive some training and it will have a major battle. So it makes perfect sense that Sirfetch'd would learn a move like Meteor Assault in a situation like this. I probably did not think about talking about this because Sirfetch'd currently has 4 moves, unlike Dracovish who only has 3 moves, meaning that Dracovish can just learn another move without issue. Also, because Sirfetch'd does have 4 moves already, Meteor Assault will have to replace one of the moves Sirfetch'd knows. But which move will Sirfetch'd forget? In my opinion, it should be either Brutal Swing or Night Slash, since they are both Dark-type moves. Now, Sirfetch'd does know Detect, which is a fighting-type move, just like Meteor Assault. But Detect is a utility move, unlike Brutal Swing and Night Slash, which are both offensive moves. As for which of the 2 should be forgotten, I am honestly not sure. Brutal Swing is more unique and impactful, which is why it's used less, while Night Slash is used more, and it is the more standard move. So I could see Brutal Swing being replaced since Meteor Assault would take its spot as the unique ultimate finisher move, while Night Slash remains a move to spam alongside Fury Cutter. But I could also see the more normal Night Slash being replaced instead, because then the cooler option, Brutal Swing, remains on the menu. In any case, it will be great to finally see Sirfetch'd use Meteor Assault. Also, since the opening was updated in episode 101 to include the Gossifleur that Goh caught in episode 100, I hope that the opening is updated again so that they can have Dracovish and Sirfetch'd use their new moves during the segment where Ash's Pokemon all attack. Finally, I do want to mention that Ash's Dragonite also appears in the preview, carrying Clemont. I guess that maybe Dragonite will help with the training since it won't be used in the battle, which is a shame considering that Ash will battle Drasna, a Dragon-type specialist. but I guess that Dragonite has done plenty already, so Sirfetch'd deserves the spotlight more. Plus, Dragonite already had a significant battle moment against Iris, another Dragon-type specialist. But those are the previews for episodes 103 and 104. I am of course very excited for these two episodes and I can't wait to watch them. They will both air together as a 1-hour special on April 1st. And I will be sure to review both of them separately as soon as possible after they have aired. So please look forward to both reviews. Now before I end the video, I do want to say that April 1st is the day that the Pokemon anime began back in 1997, meaning that the Pokemon anime will be celebrating its 25th anniversary on this year's April 1st, which is why episode 103 and episode 104 will air together as a 1-hour special. They are the celebration of the anime's 25th anniversary. It's honestly amazing and surprising that the Pokemon anime has been around for so long. Though I guess that this is to be expected since Pokemon as a whole celebrated its 25th anniversary last year. But still, time sure flies. It's incredible that Pokemon and the Pokemon anime have been a part of my life for most of my life. And I hope that both of them will continue to be part of my life for many more years to come. But that's the video. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching and let's meet again in the next video.